Hi, everybody. My name is Winston Liu. I'm the Senior Sales Associate at PureAir. Today, we're going to talk about achieving superior filtration with absorbent media delivery systems. Here's a table of contents for today. Introduction to PureAir filtration, absorbent media canisters, filters, including matrix filter, honeycomb filters, chemisorbent pleated filter, PurePack modules. We call it PP12, PP18, and then we have two case studies for you guys today. So our company, PureAir Filtration, it was found 20 years ago. Actually, this year is our 20-year anniversary for us. The company started in 2004. It's been a long time coming. Everybody's doing well in the company. Our manufacturing facility is located in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. We have now more than 50 employees in the company. It obviously keeps growing. And we have done business with 50 countries or more around the world now. First, we're going to talk about absorbent media canisters. So for canisters, it's typically loose-filled, thin bed canister provide effective removal of contaminated or odorous air. On the technical side of the canister, it's 500 feet per minute. It's great solution for application requiring moderate contaminant levels in industrial and light commercial environment. It's basically it's your choice of the media for the canister. Depends on what application you're with. We have, in the next slide, I will show some of the examples of the media that it's most common for the canister. The most common application for canister are airports, hospitals, cleaning rooms, museums, pulp and paper mills, oil refineries, and then cannabis growing facility. Just like our PurePack 18, which I will be going over in a few slides, it has a more media per square footage in a, for example, 2x2 system. The only thing about canister is that it's cumbersome to change out, replace, and it's a little bit of a time-consuming process to do those things. Our competitor created this product beforehand, and now we also offer a canister as well. Here's a chart and then more detailed info about the canister. It's long-lasting. It's very cost-effective. Very easy to assemble, flexible assembly. It's also corrosion resistant and leak free. It comes with two different materials. You can either choose metal or plastic. For canister, for a company, we typically keep 24-inch in stock at all times, which is here, the model PF6-24. That's the most commonly used. But again, if you like to order 18 size, we'll have to order it for you, which is not an issue at all. To give you some perspective, in a 2000 CFM unit, which is our SH202 system, it'll have a media capacity of 3.52 cubic feet of media. Where compared to if you would have used PurePack 18, which again I'll be going over in a few slides, you will only have 2 cubic feet of media instead of the 3.52. So it shows you for canister you can have more media in a system versus the other options, which I will be going over. So now we are moving on to filters. first one we are going to talk about is matrix filters. So matrix filter can be used in various filtration systems of ours. It's available in only in 4-inch depth size wise. It's also dust free, extruded monolithic carbon structure. It also comes in with encased in a recycled galvanized frame and screen. For this filter here, you can only choose one media per filter. It can be the choice of ACX or ammonia absorb if you have ammonia gas, or sulfur-absorbed tube media. For this filter as well, there is no bypass. It has a very low pressure drop, which means it's more energy use efficient. It's a perfect filter for retrofit applications such as HVAC systems. For this filter, it's chemical filtration only. Here are some details, info on the matrix filter. As you can see here, it's a multiple of 4. So it's either 12-inch, 16, 20, or 24-inch. 24 by 24, which is the top one here, is our standard size. And then also our standard size are 12 by 24. So those are the ones we keep the stock the most, and it's also the most commonly used sizes. Next, we have honeycomb filters. For this filter is also chemical filtration only, just like the matrix filter. It's a thinner option compared to matrix filter. But for this filter, you can use pretty much any media of your choice. There's no limitation to the 3 media that we have discussed. It's available in 3 different options. So we have 1-inch depth, they're all in depth, 1-inch depth, 2 or 4 options, whichever fits your application. It's disposable, easy to use, and also it's great for retrofit applications. For honeycomb filters, you can fill the media up to 50%, 75, or 100%, depends on the filtration and air resistance constraints. Below are the pressure drop details for each different fill level, 50, 75, or 100%. We have obviously nominal sizes and exact size. We typically go with the nominal size. It's not listed here, but for the 4-inch, it's 4 3/7 for sizing wise, just for your information. Next, we have a chemisorbent pleated filter. For this particular filter, it's chemical and particulate filtration, whereas the other 2 only has 1, which is chemical filtration. So for this one, it's a deep pleat filter designed to maximize surface area for important first pass removal efficiency. It comes with box style or single header style based on your application. It's also good for retrofit different applications as well. It's also available to use with any media of your choice as well. On the technical side, much less media than the other 2, around 1.4 pounds of media, whereas Matrix has 7 pounds of media capacity. This is more for low concentration chemicals, high airflow, and it's 500 feet per minute the airflow wise. Again, just for your information, higher MERV rating means smaller particulate and micron size will filter through the filter itself. And to give you more perspective, house will be a MERV A rating, whereas hospital would be a MERV 16 rating. Here are some more information on the chemisorption pleated filter. Like I said earlier, MERV A, MERV 10, MERV 15, and then MERV 16, but most commonly will be between MERV A and MERV 10. Two different sizes, boxes, or 1-inch header. 2, 4, and 12-inch depth based on your needs, your application. Standard fill, 12 by 24, 24 by 24 by 2 filter has a 1.3 pounds of media. 24 by 24 by 12, which is a bit of a larger size filter, has a 7.8 pounds of media. Heavy duty fill available for 12-inch deep filters. 12 by 24, 24 by 24 by 12 has a 9.8 pounds of media. Next, we have PurePack modules. PurePack modules has two different sizes. PurePack 12, which we would call it PP 12, and PurePack 18, PP 18 modules. As I mentioned earlier, that compared to matrix filter, PP 18 modules will be a lot less media capacity, as I mentioned earlier, from the matrix filter comparison. So for PP modules, there are disposable cartridge systems that fits in our SH unit, also our PFU units, more for industrial and commercial applications. We typically do the filling in the warehouse to make sure there's no air bypass of the media. It's constructed of 0.25 thick, black, high impact recyclable polystyrene, filled with also your choice of media. Fits perfectly into also our competitor units as well. Just for your information, we for our normal PP18 and PP12, we don't use notches on our PP18 and 12 because for our system, there's no require for that. However, for competitor units, a lot of our competitor systems, they have notches. So they have different tracks in the system. So you will require notches to be able to fit perfectly into their system. So we also, so basically we offer the modules without notches and the modules with notches to be able to fit different systems. It's 100% recyclable. Also, model chosen depends on contaminant load and then pressure drop. On a technical side, for the PP12, it's a 3-inch tray, 250 feet per minute. It's mainly for light industrial low to medium contaminants. For PP18, it's a 1-inch tray, 500 feet per minute. It's mainly for commercial applications. Here's a breakdown of the PP12. Basically, for each module, we have 2 pieces. We don't sell by pieces. We only sell by per module. So you'll basically have to buy 2 each time. For PP12, 2 pieces, which equal to 1 module. 1 module is 1 cubic feet of media for PP12. And then we have PP18, which is a little bit different. It's also 2 pieces come together to become 1 module, but instead of 1 cubic feet for 1 module, it's 0.5 cubic feet. So it's a little bit less. So basically, you have to buy 2 modules to equal to 1 cubic feet if you think it that way. So here are some our air scrubbing equipments. Like I mentioned before, the side axis housing. So that's our SAH unit. So our PP12 and PP18 goes into that unit. It's more a cartridge system. We also have packaged filter unit that also uses our PP18 and PP12 modules in the system. So those are the two systems that we utilize the PP modules. And then the rest of our systems are more of a deep-bed system. So it's filled with loose media instead of cartridge, instead of the PP12, PP18. And then, so this is a overall comparison of chemical filter types. So like I mentioned before, we have deep-bed systems, which is 12-inch or more. And then we have our PP12 module, I just explained, PP18 as well, matrix and honeycomb filters, and then pleated combo filters. So if you look at it, each different type of filter, it treats different type of gases more efficient than another. So for example, for deep-bed system, it's more typically used for heavy duty industrial pressurization and then recirculation. It's basically 99.9% efficiency. Whereas if you compare to pleated combo filters, it's for light commercial recirculation and retrofit units, but instead of 99.9%, it's only 70%. Also, each different filters has a different, we call it feet per minute. So basically the airflow speed. We range from 100 all the way down to all the way up to 500 FPM. Also, the costs will vary. Obviously, if you go with the deep-bed system of ours, you'll be a lot more costly. But again, it's for different application, but it will be a lot more costly than other choices here. Obviously, the life here stands for media life. So depends on your application, depends on how contaminant the air is. We'll have to recommend different type of media, so to make sure the media lasts this much long or that much long, depends on your application or your requirement. So here are two of our, I would say, outstanding case study that we have done in the past, and then the customer were very happy about our products, our solutions that we presented to them. So first we have a denim company, which we offered the PP12 modules with Sulfur XL, which is our H2S specialist, and our CPS12 blend media. Basically, our XL media is mainly targeted for H2S, and then we also recommend CPS12 blend media to eliminate the rest of the gas besides the H2S. So make sure it's like a perfect, I would call it a perfect combination for wastewater plants, wastewater treatment. So for this customer here, they're located in Minster, Ohio. Denim company, they face persistent sludge building odors that were affecting their daily operation. So they were looking for a reliable solution. So PureAir provided denim with our site access housing system with PP12 modules that fill with the Sulfur XL and CPS12 blend media to target their gases on site. Basically, they were very happy about our recommendation, and then it basically solved their issues. And then we have been continually working with them. And then our second example is in Europe, in city of Paris, France. The SIAAP. In French, we say Service Public de l'Assainissement Francilien. So that's a French pronunciation of the SIAAP. So they're a huge organization that treats wastewater for 9 million people in and around Paris. Because the odor was very high, so they want to make sure it does not affect their tourism from the wastewater plant. So SIAP, they reached out to PureAir for a reliable solution for the gas treatment. For them, they were encountering multiple gases on site. For example, H2S gas, they have SO2 and mercaptan gases. So they have quite a bit on site. So what we came up with was basically also using PP18 modules with 3 different media: sulfur XL, CPS 12 blend, and PureAir 12. So those are basically our best recommendation for them, and it turns out worked out for them really well. And they stopped having a lot of odors coming out of the wastewater plant. And then I believe until today, we're still working with them closely to monitor their media status to make sure they're taken care of, well taken care of. And then I think that's it for the presentation.